Minor chords might always seem confusing and different, and the pattern may not look similar to a major chord in a major scale. But in today's video, I'm going to easily break them down for you so that you can easily form chords in a minor scale. Doesn't matter whether it is a natural minor scale, a harmonic minor scale, or a melodic minor scale. We're going to look at all the chord patterns for each of these minor scales in a very easy manner. If you've not already watched the previous videos with respect to music theory, it's better if you go watch them before you watch this so that you'll have much more clear understanding of whatever I talk over here. So there are videos on major scales, minor scales, and chords in a major scale. Today's topic will be chords in a minor scale. I'm Florina Jain, otherwise known as Flow of Music, and I put out videos on music theory and music production, especially in Logic Pro. So if all these topics interest you, then you need to hit the subscribe button. So without any delay, let's get started. So we're going to look at chords in a minor scale. We know that there are three types of minor scales to begin with. You have natural, you have harmonic, and melodic. So we're going to first look at a natural minor scale. If you have seen the previous video, we know the pattern for a natural minor scale by now. So the pattern is whole, half, whole, whole, half, whole, whole. W is nothing but the whole note, and H is nothing but the half note. Just go back and brush these things up by looking at the previous video so that you'll have much more clear understanding. So with this, we're going to form the natural minor scale for A. So we're going to do A natural minor. So I'm going to write A first, and then we're going to apply the formula. So after A, you have a whole note. So whole note. So this is my A. So whole note 1, 2. So you have B. So I'm going to write B, and this time we're going to do it vertically. So this is done. Next we need a half note. So after B, C. Write them down. Then you have whole note of C. So after C, you have D. Next is another whole note for D. So after D, you have E. After E, you have a half note. So after E, immediately F, and after F you have a whole note of F. So after F you have G, and after G finally you have a whole note of G, which is A. So you have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, finally A. It's very easy to remember, right? Especially A natural minor. The chord pattern that I'm going to write right now is going to stay the same. So you have to memorize this or have it in a paper and keep it next to you when you're doing music theory or when you're composing and all those things. It'll be helpful. So here is the chord pattern for a natural minor scale. You have minor, diminished, major, minor, minor, major, and major. So this is the pattern for any natural minor scale. So in A natural minor scale, you have A minor, B diminished, C major, D minor, E minor, F major, and finally G major. And this A again comes back to A minor only. So this is the standard pattern. If you have looked at the previous video, you know how to form minor and diminished and all those things. Let me quickly brush it up. For major, the formula is root plus 4 plus 3. For minor, you have root plus 3 plus 4. It's just the opposite of major. Now for diminished, you have root plus 3 plus 3. And finally, we're going to learn a new chord that is called as an augmented chord. And I'm just going to write AUG for augmented. So in augmented chord, you have the root plus 4 plus 4. This is a new thing that we're learning in today's video. So let us choose and try to find an augmented chord for C. So you have C. So you have C. And then 4 semitones, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have E and another 4 semitones. So after E, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. This is G sharp. So you have a G sharp. These are augmented chords. So in a major chord, you have C, E, G. When you form these, In a minor chord, you have C, you have E flat, and then you have G. In a diminished chord, you have C, you have E flat, you have G flat. And in an augmented chord, you have C, E, G sharp, which we just formed by using the formula. So just remember this augmented chord formula, because we'll be using augmented chords when it comes to harmonic minor scales and melodic minor scales. But in a natural minor scale, this is a formula. So minor, diminished, major. Just remember these three, okay? Easy way to remember. You have minor, diminished, major. Then minor, minor, major, major. This is easy. So you have minor, diminished, major, minor, minor, major, major. Now we're going to learn for a harmonic minor scale, and we're going to take the same note A. The only difference between the natural minor scale and a harmonic minor scale is that the 7th note is raised, which means it goes up a semitone. So in this case, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. G is my 7th note. So I need to raise it by a half note. So G, if I need to raise it by half, it is G sharp. So let's just quickly write G sharp over here. So that is the only change between a natural minor and a harmonic minor scale. So the pattern for harmonic scale is minor, diminished, augmented, minor, major, major, and finally diminished. So in a harmonic minor, you have A minor, B diminished, C augmented, D minor, E major, F major, and G sharp diminished. We'll just check one of these whether they are coming as part of the scale. So basically, whatever chords you take, whatever notes form that chord should be part of the scale. So we're going to try for C augmented. So we already did that, right? But we'll just take a look at it again. For augmented chord, it is root plus 4 plus 4. So you have C and then 4 notes above. 2, 3, 4. You have E and then 4 notes above again. So 1, 2, 3, 4. G sharp. Do you have all these notes in the scale? You have C, you have E, you have G sharp, which means yes, this chord is right. We're going to look at one more note. We're going to look at probably G sharp diminished. So the formula for diminished is root plus 3 again. So root is G sharp, obviously. Now we're going to look 3 notes above. So it's G sharp. So you're going to do 1, 2, 3. So that is B. Then you have 3 notes above again. So you have 1, 2, 3. You have D. So do these notes come as a part of A harmonic minor? You have G sharp, yes. You have B, yes. You have D as well. So in that way, any chord you take from this pattern does lie within this scale, which means this is the pattern. So this is the thing that you need to remember when it comes to harmonic minor. You have minor, diminished, augmented, minor, major, major, diminished. The final type of minor scale, which is the melodic minor scale. And in a melodic minor scale, in comparison to the natural minor scale, the only difference is that you raise both the 6th note and the 7th note. Right now, what is written over here already is the harmonic minor scale, right? In harmonic, you only raise the 7th. Only one note, which we've already done here. This is already done. So now it's enough if you just raise the 6th note, right? So F is our normal note when it comes to the natural minor. So F is here. When I raise it by half degree, it's F sharp. So it's going to be F sharp. So this is a melodic minor note. I didn't again raise the 7th because I've already done it. You're doing the 6th raise and the 7th raise with respect to the natural minor scale, not with respect to the harmonic minor. So since I've already done the 7th raising part, I just had to raise the 6th note again. So these are the notes when it comes to a melodic minor. In A melodic minor, you have A, B, C, D, E, F sharp and G sharp. Now let's write the chord pattern. So this is the chord pattern that I wrote previously for harmonic. So now we are going to write the chord pattern for a melodic minor scale. So the chord pattern is minor, minor, augmented, major, major, diminished and diminished. So you have A minor, B minor, C augmented, D diminished, E major, F sharp diminished, and G sharp diminished. So we can try out some chords like we did for the harmonic minor. So I'm going to take D major and see if it again fits inside these notes. So D major, for a major chord, you have root plus 4 plus 3. So root comes D. Now 4 notes above. This is D. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have F sharp. So I'm going to write F sharp, and then you have 3 notes above. So after F sharp, 1, 2, 3. You have A. So D, F sharp and A. So you have D. You have F sharp as well. You have A as well. Let's try for one more. We're going to try B minor. So B minor, the formula is root plus opposite of this. So you have 3 plus 4. So root is B, 3 notes. So after B, 1, 2, 3. So you have D and 4 notes above. After D, 1, 2, 3, 4. F sharp. So let's check them out. So you have B already, you have D already, and you have F sharp as well. So the formula again, it's minor, minor, augmented, major, major, diminished, diminished. So now that we learned the chords for all 3 types of minor scales, we're going to take an example of one particular minor scale and do the notes and the chords for that particular note. So we're going to take the example of B. So we did A, let's do B as well. So I'm going to write the natural minor in between so that it'll be easier for you. So in between, I'm going to write the B natural minor. Okay, so I'm going to indicate that as N. So I'm going to do B natural minor in between using the formula first. So you have B first, and then we're going to do the whole note of B. So after B, 1, 2. So you have C sharp. Next, you need a half note. After C sharp, you have D. Now a whole note for D. After D, you have E. Then a whole note for E. After E, you have F sharp. Then a half note for F sharp. It is G. A whole note for G. You have A. And then a whole note for A. You have B. So I'm going to indicate major as capital M, minor as small m, augmented as A, and diminished as D. The pattern for this is minor, diminished, major, minor, minor, major, major. End on B again. You're going to write whatever you wrote for B, which is minor again. We're going to do for B harmonic minor scale. The only difference between a harmonic minor and a natural minor is that you're going to raise the 7th note. So I'm just going to write 7th increase. Everything is the same. So I'm just going to number the notes as I write. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you're going to write 7th, but it's going to be raised. Where's my 7th? So it's A. A is here. When I raise it, you have A sharp. So I'm going to write A sharp. Finally, you write the B part again. The chord pattern for a harmonic minor is minor, diminished, augmented, minor, major, major, diminished. Finally, write whatever you wrote here, which comes minor again. So now we're going to do for B, melodic minor. So let's write the notes for that. In a melodic minor, you have everything in the natural minor, except that you will raise the 6th and the 7th. So I'm going to count as I write. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now comes the 6th note, but I want to raise it. So after G, you have G sharp. So write that down. And again, after A, because it's the 7th note and I need to raise it, A sharp again. So you have A sharp and then you have B. Now we're going to write the formula for a melodic minor. So the formula is minor, minor, augmented, major, major, diminished, diminished, again minor. All that you have done is raised the 6th up and the 7th up. If you look at only these sections, you can see that according to the notes, here it is G and A, here you have A sharp, you have G sharp and A sharp. So this is the note difference, and the chord pattern obviously varies for each and every pattern because your notes change, right? So these are the patterns that you need to use in order to find the chords in any minor scale. And yes, there are multiple patterns. So if you actually think about it, you have a pattern for major scale, and in minor scale alone you have 3 types, and because of that you have 3 more patterns. So totally you have 4 patterns to remember. So this is for chords. When it comes to scales, you have 2 scale patterns that you need to remember. One is for the major scale and one is for the natural minor scale. 6 patterns that you need to remember. So if that is hard for you, it always comes through practice. Nothing comes easily, right? The thing is, you don't have to break your head from now on and think that music theory is something that you cannot learn at all. It is never like that. You just need to write these patterns down and figure all the notes with respect to these patterns. So always keep those patterns written and always keep it with you. I am preparing a complete theory PDF of all these things that I've taught you. So in all these videos, I've just taught you with 1 or 2 notes as an example. So in this case, we took A and B as an example to find the minor for everything. But there are so many minor, right? You have C minor, D minor, E minor, harmonic, melodic and natural. You have sharps and flats. I am putting up a PDF that consolidates all these things that I've taught you and that has patterns for every note that you want. So don't forget to subscribe and look out for that in the nearby future. But in the meantime, I hope this lesson was useful. If you have any doubts, drop it in the comments and I'll help you as much as I can. Thank you so much for watching. Keep making music and I'll see you guys in another video.